People with strong egos may exhibit certain characteristic traits and behaviors. It's important to note that ego can have both positive and negative aspects, and its expression varies from person to person. Here are some common characteristics often associated with individuals who have strong egos. Positive aspects. A. Self-confidence. People with strong egos tend to have a high degree of self-confidence. They believe in their abilities and are willing to take risks. B. Assertiveness. They are often assertive and capable of standing up for themselves. They may not shy away from expressing their opinions or asserting their needs and boundaries. C. Ambition. Ego-driven individuals may have a strong drive to achieve their goals and ambitions. They are often motivated to succeed and may work hard to attain their objectives. D. Leadership qualities. Strong egos can be associated with leadership qualities. Ego-driven individuals may take on leadership roles and effectively guide others. Negative aspects. A. Arrogance. One of the most common negative traits associated with a strong ego is arrogance. People with inflated egos may believe they are superior to others and may exhibit condescending behavior. B. Narcissism. Excessive ego can lead to narcissistic tendencies, where individuals are overly focused on themselves, seek constant validation, and lack empathy for others. C. Inflexibility. Ego-driven individuals may be resistant to change and may have difficulty admitting when they are wrong. They may view compromise as a sign of weakness. D. Difficulty in relationships. Excessive ego can strain relationships, as ego-driven individuals may struggle with collaboration, listening to others' viewpoints, and resolving conflicts. E. Fear of failure. Paradoxically, a strong ego can sometimes lead to a deep fear of failure. These individuals may be so invested in their self-image that they are afraid of anything that could challenge it. F. Lack of self-awareness. Ironically, individuals with strong egos may lack self-awareness about the negative impact of their behavior on themselves and others. It's essential to recognize that ego is a complex and multifaceted aspect of personality, and it exists on a spectrum. While a healthy level of self-confidence and assertiveness can be positive, excessive ego can lead to problems in both personal and professional life. Many spiritual and psychological traditions emphasize the importance of cultivating self-awareness and humility to balance the ego and promote healthier relationships and personal growth. It's common for individuals to exhibit both positive and negative aspects of ego to varying degrees. Ego is not an all-or-nothing trait, but rather a complex and multifaceted aspect of personality that can manifest differently in different situations or contexts. Most people have a mix of positive and negative ego traits, and the balance can shift depending on various factors, such as life experiences, personal development, and self-awareness. For example, an individual may have a healthy level of self-confidence, a positive ego trait, but occasionally struggle with arrogance or defensiveness, negative ego traits in certain situations. The key is to develop self-awareness and emotional intelligence, to recognize when negative ego traits are emerging, and to work on managing and transforming them. Many personal growth and self-improvement practices, as well as therapeutic approaches, focus on cultivating self-awareness and promoting a healthier balance of ego traits. This can lead to more positive interactions with others and personal development that aligns with one's values and goals. Buddhist teachings offer valuable insights and practices for overcoming negative aspects of the ego, fostering self-awareness, and promoting personal growth. 1. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is central to Buddhist practice. It involves paying non-judgmental attention to your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. Through mindfulness, you can become more aware of the ego's negative patterns and reactions. This awareness is the first step in transforming them. 2. Self-reflection. Regularly reflecting on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors can help you identify ego-driven tendencies. Ask yourself questions like, why am I reacting this way? Or what is motivating my actions? This self-inquiry can lead to greater self-awareness. 3. Observing impermanence. Buddhism teaches the impermanence of all things, including the ego. Recognizing that ego-based thoughts and emotions are transient can help you detach from them and avoid becoming overly identified with them. 4. Practicing non-attachment. Buddhism emphasizes non-attachment to desires and outcomes. By letting go of attachments to self-importance, material possessions, or personal gain, you can reduce the influence of the ego. 5. Cultivating humility. Humility is seen as a virtue in Buddhism. Recognize that you are not infallible, and it's okay to make mistakes. A humble attitude allows for growth and learning from experiences. 6. Compassion and loving kindness. Cultivating compassion and loving kindness toward yourself and others can counteract ego-driven tendencies like arrogance or self-centeredness. The practice of metta meditation can be particularly helpful. 7. Engaging in ethical behavior. Following Buddhist ethical guidelines, such as the 5 precepts, can help you align your actions with principles of moral conduct, reducing negative ego-driven behaviors. 8. Seeking guidance. If you're struggling with negative ego tendencies, seeking guidance from a qualified spiritual teacher or therapist can be beneficial. They can provide support, insights, and practices tailored to your specific challenges. 9. Service and generosity. Engaging in acts of service and generosity without seeking personal recognition or gain can diminish the ego's need for a validation and self-importance. 10. Contemplating no self-anatta. The concept of anatta, no self, in Buddhism challenges the notion of a fixed and independent self. Contemplating this teaching can help reduce the ego's attachment to self-identity. Remember that overcoming negative aspects of the ego is a gradual and ongoing process. It requires patience, self-compassion, and consistent practice. The goal is not to eliminate the ego entirely, but to transform it into a more balanced and harmonious aspect of your being, allowing for personal growth, healthier relationships, and greater inner peace.